Breaking news this morning, a manhunt is underway for the gunman responsible for assassinating political commentator Charlie Kirk while he spoke at Utah Valley University yesterday. The 31-year-old co-founder of Turning Point USA was struck by a single bullet roughly 20 minutes after taking the stage for his American comeback tour. People around the world now mourning the loss of one of the driving forces behind the modern conservative movement. Joining me now is EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin. Lee, good morning. And we're all here remembering our friend Charlie. Your thoughts?
31 years young. A young, beautiful family. Charlie's someone I know very well for a long time. And while there was so much life still left to live, I would also say there was so much impact to be made still in front of him, yet I feel like somehow now his impact will multiply. There was so much to influence in the life that was ahead, yet I feel like that influence of what is in front of us as a nation will only grow following his assassination. Charlie was, as you've pointed out earlier on this broadcast, at an event where he was encouraging discourse and engagement, substantive thought and conversation with people who disagree with him. He wanted to challenge students on that campus yesterday to bring out the best of Charlie, to sharpen him, and Charlie wanted to challenge himself to bring out the best of those students, to engage and give those students something to think about, to ask questions that maybe those students hadn't yet asked, to find answers that those students haven't yet found. And that's something important to understand about Charlie. While this might have been the first stop of a fall tour, he's been doing this for years, and thousands of people would come out at a time. Thousands of people have been coming out for a long time. And as a real leader, these people were coming influenced by Charlie and wanting to hear his words. I think that there's an entire generation who were feeling an immeasurable impact. They were finding their own inspiration to get involved in government, regardless of what your political party was. People were getting more engaged in politics and government. People were caring because they saw Charlie's involvement and they were inspired by it. So it's impossible truly to put into words all the emotions that we feel this morning. We're grieving with Charlie's family. The one thing that I could say for sure, and so many of us know for sure, is that Charlie's impact, it will live on for a long time and probably will only grow at this point.
Yesterday, someone that you know well and that we know well here, of course, and that's former Congressman Jason Chaffetz. He was there with his family at the event. He was on with Will Cain. I want to play you a part of what he told Will yesterday about the events that occurred.
He started to ask a question about, do you know, Charlie, how many, and I'm paraphrasing, how many people are killed in mass shootings by transgenders and people that are engaged in transgender? And as that dialogue started, one shot, I was watching Charlie. In this video that you're seeing, I'm kind of off to Charlie's right, up on that second balcony. And I could see Charlie immediately fall back into his left. And the crowd hit the ground and started screaming, and then people started running.
I mean, Lee, it hasn't even been 12 hours. It's still unimaginable what happened.
Yeah, those raw emotions that we watch in that clip with Jason Chaffetz, those emotions aren't going away anytime soon. And there were a lot of students who obviously were extraordinarily shocked by what they were witnessing. And there's been a lot of powerful witness testimony of people who were there. And one that I saw on Fox yesterday of a student who was there engaging with Charlie in the first question, just before that question. He was talking about how he agrees with Charlie on just about everything except religion. So when he comes to this event and he has an opportunity to engage with Charlie, he wasn't engaging on a topic, on one of the many, many topics that he would agree with Charlie on. He agreed with him for a long, he engaged with him on a long back and forth on religion, on the one topic that he disagreed with Charlie so strongly on. And that really goes to that challenge, that invitation that Charlie provides to not just people who follow him, but people who disagree with him. For those students who are there, I'm grateful that they're sharing their story of what their thoughts are, that they're not holding it in. They're sharing it with fellow family, friends, and to the rest of this country, because that in many respects is a witness testimony of so many other Americans who are watching what unfolded from their TV screens, from their personal devices. We're all feeling those emotions, and we should be talking with each other more. We should be engaging with each other more. And Jason, it took a lot of courage to come on air right after what he witnessed, because obviously it impacted him emotionally quite a bit. And I think Jason was actually planning on getting together with Charlie just after the remarks. So hit really close to home for him.
It did. Well, Lee, I was reminded, you're someone that knows about political violence. When you were running for governor, you were attacked on stage. I was thinking about that, knowing I was going to see you this morning. Well, we have, of course, and there's video of that. And I know this memory, I know this is very close to your heart. And we're glad you're safe from that event as well, Lee. Before you go, though, this morning, another emotional morning for our nation. You are going to be joining the president today at the Pentagon for the ceremony that commemorates the 24th anniversary of 9/11. What does this morning mean to you? You are, of course, a New Yorker.
I'll be with the President, the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, other members of the Cabinet this morning at the Pentagon for this morning's ceremonies. I'll be with the President this evening in New York at the Yankee game, where they will be having a 9/11 tribute there this evening. And for me, at the age of 45, I've found that the events of 9/11 have really separated my life into two parts, pre-9/11 and post-9/11. Part of a generation of Americans who went into active duty service following the events of 9/11. They impact me as a New Yorker. They've impacted all of us as Americans. And as you just discussed with Congressman Garbarino, it's hard to believe that it's been 24 years. And there are a lot of families out there still grieving, who haven't forgotten. They don't want any of us to forget. We all have to continue to remember the legacy and impact of all the lives and the significance of that moment, the way this nation came together in the days that followed, the sacrifice overseas that followed, the people who have paid the cost with health impacts since. We cannot allow the years that go by since 9/11 to result in the memories fading. And that's why I'm looking forward to paying tribute to all of those lives lost throughout the day today with President Trump.
Never forget. Lee Zeldin, thank you so much for being here. It's a tough morning for all of us. Really appreciate you sharing your thoughts and your emotions, and we will be, of course, watching those ceremonies live as well. Lee Zeldin, thank you so much, sir. All right, we'll be right back, everybody.